Hi everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to New Comic Book May, Day 6. If you're new here, please do subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and share it around so others can enjoy it as well. Don't forget to comment. Thank you to those who have subscribed to me recently and those who do comment, because you are very encouraging. I did tell you in the previous video, day 5, that I had reached 189 subscribers. Well, I checked a little bit ago and now I'm down to 188. I have no idea why. Anyways, this is New Comic Book May, Day 6. Something I'm doing since Free Comic Book Day was postponed this year because of the coronavirus. What I'm going to be doing for most of the month, because I don't have enough Free Comic Book Day books for the entire month, is reviewing free books that I got a year ago or older. Now today I'm going to be reviewing a sampler from Kodansha Comics. It's in kind of small, but it's right there. Kodansha Comics. You can look them up, but they have a really good sampler, and I think a really good library too. This is an all ages sampler. It has a Witch Hat Atelier or 8-layer. Has a selection from CARDCAPTOR Sakura Collector's Sakura Collector's Edition. And lastly, MAGUS of the Library. All three very good. But don't take my word for it. Let's get into the stories here. Now, this story is by, and I'm going to try to say the name, Kamome Shirahama. Kamome Shirahama. I hope I got that right. If I didn't, I am very sorry. Who is a renowned Marvel and DC variant cover illustrator. Her story is about this girl, and it says here, in a world where everyone takes magic spells and dragons for granted, Coco is a girl with a simple dream, to be a witch. But everybody knows magicians are born, not made, and Coco just doesn't have magical genes. Frustrated, she is about to give up on her dream when she meets Quishri, a mysterious traveling magician. Quishri seems to be capable of a brand new kind of magic, and Coco soon learns what everybody knows might not be the truth, and her dream might still become reality. Now, this selection starts off with Coco sitting here in her room, drawing, as you can see. She says, "There! I wonder what kind of spell this one..." And all of a sudden she's abducted. I'm guessing that's by Quishri. Now, I don't know where this part of the story actually is in the paperback, so bear with me. A flash of light bursts, and then out here, there's Quifrey. He's holding Coco. He's on the rooftop of her home, and he jumps into the air. And she holds on to him because she doesn't want to die. And he says to her, "What did you draw, Coco? What kind of magic did you draw?" So apparently drawing magic is dangerous in this universe here. She says, I don't know. I just traced one of the patterns in the book, and she's very scared, and you can tell she's on the verge of crying. He says, "The book. Is it still inside?" "Yeah." And there's a mom. "Coco? Wait, that's..." He says, "Hold still. I don't want to drop you." "Mom! Coco!" And then this happens. Apparently, I'm guessing, this is a result of the magic Coco drew. All this ground comes up around her mother. Now here, you would think she would be yelling, "Stop! No, that's my mom!" But she says, "This can't be real. No." Because over the page, we see what actually does happen to her mother. She's now all stone. And now she's starting to cry. "I didn't know what... I'm sorry." Of course you didn't. That's why it's kept secret to prevent things like this. And the magician says, "The conjuring ink, the patterns for the casting seals. That's all it takes with anyone. That's all it takes. With those, anyone can use magic. Hiding that truth is the one great rule of witches." And then he says something ominous. "And those who find out must have their memories erased." And it says, "To be continued in Witch Hat Atelier, Volume 1, out April 2019. Now this drew me in. So I'm going to have my LCS order the Volume 1 of this, because I am interested. Now next up is an excerpt from Sakura. I have books 1, 2, and 3, so I know this is from book 1. This actually starts on page and goes till page 37. I honestly think that, it would have been nice if it had been placed at the beginning of the book, which I have, because the story gets right into the action. But anyways, this is a flashback, like I said. It was 2 months ago. I had just started 4th year. Now, I don't know if that's 4th year elementary or 4th year middle school. I'm kind of guessing 4th year elementary. Upon an old book in my dad's library, and this is the book, The Clow. My days as a Clow card collector began. And then there's a lot of there's not too much dialogue, but when she opens the book, this creature is released, and his name is Cerberus. He's called the creature of the seal. So whenever he's released, he's basically a type of guardian, you could say. Creature of the seal? What are you sealing? Now this is my only complaint, but you know, manga is much different than Western comics. I don't know if you can see this, so I'm going to try and get a little bit closer. See, here's a Cerberus speaking, and all of the text is right above his head there. And it's not in a word bubble or anything. It's in capital letters, but it's very small, even for me. And here's text from Sakura, above her head. Now, I think that's characteristic of manga, so I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Now, what I do like about manga is there is a different way of presenting what the characters are saying as opposed to Western comics. Now, I think Marvel Comics used to do this years ago, decades ago, but not anymore. And DC did as well, I think, to a lesser extent. Now, see right there? Exactly! I would guess that's put in such a bubble, or not a bubble, but how to make a point. It's bold, it's put in something that looks like lightning to make a point. Same here. No! I'm not talking about petty evil like that, because she's asking a question. Because he says, see, if the cards aren't kept, he's explaining right here, so there's no need to yell. See, if the cards aren't kept inside the book, they come to life and do evil. He's explaining. She's asking a question. Like, what kind of evil? Sneaking snacks, breaking off flowers, staying up late. And then he yells at her. And it's in this type of... I wouldn't call it a bubble. I would just call it I would call it a lightning bubble. But that, different types of bubble are used in manga, at least in this one, to convey a different type of emotion. I just thought I would mention that. But for most of the story, there's not a lot of yelling. Now you can tell that she probably is in elementary school by the way she's drawn. So this is like I said, I do have book one that has this in it. And it's a very interesting. This part here is quite interesting. Cerberus says, key of the seal, someone wishes to make a contract with you. He's not explaining, he's talking to... The letters are bigger, I would guess, to tell the reader that this is something important. Even though she never said that she wanted to make any type of contract. A girl, her name is Sakura. It's Sakura. And then he starts yelling, and that's when the bubble starts to get all jagged again. I thought that was something, a little bit interesting that I wanted to point out. This is to be continued in CARDCAPTOR Sakura Collector's Edition, Volume 1, out June 2019. And I'm going to do some research on what's different in the Collector's Edition to what I have. Alright, this third one is called MAGUS of the Library by Mitsu Izumi. And I've heard those names before in various animes, so I can actually pronounce them. It says here, a new family manga adventure about the magic of reading. And if there's anything I think is very important in a person's life, it's the ability to read. And a person needs a desire to read. Because reading can take you to so many different places. And that's shown through all of the different comic books from Marvel, DC, IDW, Image, Dark Horse. They have all, and there's countless more. They all have these different universes filled with various people of different personalities that we, the readers, can enjoy because we know how to read. In the small village of Amun lives a poor boy named Sayo. Sayo adores books, but because he's poor and has pointed ears, he isn't allowed to use the village library. As he endures the prejudice and hatred of the village, he dreams of a place where such things don't exist. Aftersack, city of books. But one day, Sayo chances to meet Kahuna, a librarian who works for the Great Library of, and his life changes forever. Now this one has just a few pages. It starts off with this exciting picture. Stop, Prince! I cannot allow you to do this. But I'm guessing it's him, someone who doesn't like to be tied down. He says, sorry, Hames. That's an interesting name, Hames. He says, curse you, Shagratsa? Shagrazat. Okay, it's does. Shagrazat. Sounds close, I think. You may have driven that band of thieves from our city walls, but to lead our young prince astray, don't blame him. I just happened to discover how wide and exciting our world really is. See, that's the beauty of books. You can discover much more about the world we live in by turning. Now this 2-page spread is just really nice. I'm off to start my adventure. And I guess this is to give the reader an indication of how that prince wants to, journey. Very nice. Very beautiful. This is black and white done right. And no, I did not mean that to rhyme. Alright, now we're showing different panels. That's a stern of a ship with a skeleton attached. I guess these are the different places that he's running through. And I guess he's running aboard this ship right here. I'm off. I'm finally off. Huh, you made it, little prince. And then aboard this ship, there's some people with dark faces. Now, I remember seeing that in Orion High School Host Club in one of the latter episodes when the mother of the chairman confronted Tamaki's mother at one point. I don't know why the face was darkened, but maybe there is a significance to it. And claim your place among the pirate crew of Shagarazat. Hoist yourself aboard. Now, to start my adventure. Now, here's the little boy reading. I think that prince was, I don't know. Actually, I can't give any context because I've never read this story before. Although it looks very interesting. He gets caught reading, and you can tell that this man is angry because everything he says is in these jagged word bubbles. So he's thrown, I guess he's almost thrown out, but he drops the book and he catches it in time and says, glad it didn't get bent up at all, which, you know, us comic collectors can identify with. Books. Then he says, you're the one who's about to get bent up. And then here's at the last page is, you know, 4 panels telling about the different benefits of reading. Not about the story itself, but about the benefits of reading. And I think that's very important. It says, to be continued in Magus of the Library, Volume 1. That has my interest, so I'm going to ask my LCS if he can order it for me too. And on the back is this advertisement. Eden's Zero by Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairy Tail. And it says that this story even does have a blue cat in it. So that might be interesting. So I thank you for stopping by. I do hope that you will leave your comments down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And please do give this video a thumbs up and share it around. Thank you to all those who leave me encouraging messages and to those who have subscribed. This has been New Comic Book May, Day 6, a review of the Kodansha Comics sampler that came out on Free Comic Book Day in 2019. I am Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, true readers, may all your news be good news.